What the hell do people have against hair these days? I mean, everyone's shaving. You cannot stop people from shaving. What the hell's next? Shaving your pets? Come on, people. How are you going to stay warm in the wintertime? From Hollywood, it's the world-famous Mojo Elliott here to rap about the stuff nobody really gives a rat's ass about, but I always have the best of intentions, as far as you know. Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Thursday, October 3rd.
You don't think she'd give us bad information, do you? Did you know there are 3 things you should never say to a woman? Number 1, this is the big one, calm down. The better option is, hey, how would you like a pearl necklace? Number 2, are you going to eat all of that? Now, I think that depends on where you say it. If you say it in a restaurant, you're probably up Schitt's Creek. If you say it in the bedroom, that's hot. That's sexy. And number 3, how many guys have you slept with? From everything I've read recently, just assume it's a lot. All right, if this is your first time listening, thanks for being here. If you're a regular, what in the hell's wrong with you? This is how we do it, though, here on The Wrap. You email your thoughts, observations, comments, and questions to me, and I respond to them. All topics are welcome. Bring them on. Email them to ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. You'll also find the Rat's Ass Podcast on Alexa, Spotify, Apple, and most other podcast networks, plus our Facebook page, too. Go ahead and follow us, and you'll never miss an episode. Never have to look it up on an app, either. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Thursday. And remember, I do not read your emails in advance. My producer, Fleabag, forwards them to me with your name, where you're from, and converts them so I can respond to them rapid fire on the fly. Some of you are getting very verbose with your emails, but we'll take care of it. Not a problem. All right, let's roll the dice. We do this to see how many emails we're going to read on each episode. Let's roll them, roll them, roll them. There we go. We are going to do 8. Oh, I got to work today. Tuesday it was 3. All right, today it is 8. Let's get into the cheese then. Brian C. from Omaha, Nebraska. If you watched the vice presidential debate, what did you think? Well, yes, I was one of the 43.5 million who tuned in. I thought it was civil. I thought it had a different tone, and that was about it. It didn't help me make up my mind. I know which way I'm flying. I'm not going to share that with you because I don't want to influence. I'm no Taylor Swift forever. I'm not one of those Hollywood celebrities that feels like I'm more important than anybody else. I'd rather see you think for yourself, decide for yourself, and do it your way. Kelly E. from Gulfport, Mississippi. Do you think someone with a Southern accent sounds stupid? Oh, hell no, Kelly. I think the Southern accents, especially on a lady, from a lady, is very, very hot and sexy. But I know there's some concern about this. I myself had a thick accent once upon a time because I grew up near Pittsburgh. Yuns, y'all, and I pretty much forgot most of it, but I do remember getting laughed at because when I moved from Pittsburgh to Phoenix, people used to make fun of me because I would say Warsh, Washington. Push would be Poosh and Boosh. And Hawaii was Hawaii. Somebody would say, hey, where are you thinking about going on vacation? I would say, Hawaii. They would say, I'm fine, but where are you going to go on vacation? So no, I think accents actually make people sound intelligent. I love all of them. It makes me want to sit down and have a conversation with that person. Lou K. from Austin, Texas. Have you ever thought about bringing on a partner and maybe interviewing people? Partner? No. I like flying solo, Lou. As far as interviewing people, absolutely. That's in the cards. But first, we got to grow a bigger audience, man. People worth interviewing need to see numbers. They want to say, how many listeners do you have? We've been doing this for less than 5 weeks, maybe 5 weeks exactly. So we got a road to hoe before we get to that point. But yeah, that's in the cards. Justin M. from Mesa, Arizona. Oh, I worked in Mesa back in Phoenix. Yes, KZZP, many years ago. Here's an observation for you. Why are conservative women always better looking than liberal women? Wow, Justin, I've never really thought about that. I mean, here in California, I'll tell you, probably 8 out of 10 are liberal. So I don't know. I'm going to have to actually go and observe this. I mean, how do you tell? email me back and tell me so I can share it with everybody else. Dana B. in Princeton, New Jersey. I was sitting at a red light in my truck last Saturday. Oh boy, this is a hot one. You might want to get a nice pack to shove down your shorts on this one, folks. I was sitting at a red light in my truck last Saturday and looked over at this hot guy next to me, and he was whacking off. So I told him to pull over, and I joined him in his car, and we went at it. Oh, my God. Oh, I grew up in the wrong generation, man. I gave him my phone number, and he hasn't called. Do you think he will? Dana, I would say probably not. I mean, if you're hot, smoking hot, he might. If you're an 8 or under, no. Ronan A. from Gateway, Ireland. It's great to hear an American with a twisted sense of humor like me. If I ever come to America, let's grab a pint. Absolutely, Ronan. I know a really good Irish pub with some really good shepherd pie and some good Guinness. So I'd be happy to entertain you. You just got to fly into Los Angeles. That's all. Cassie F. from Yonkers, New York says, I've gone on 3 dates with this guy named Bill. Mr. Bill? And he's yet to make a move on me. I like him. But do you think he's kind of odd? You know, Cassie, he might just be trying to show you that he respects you. He might be a little shy, so you might have to make the first move. You know, he probably just wants you to think favorably on him. Maybe 4 dates, 5 dates, maybe the 5th date you make a move on him. See what happens. He might surprise you. Megan C. from Butte, Montana. Oh, worked with the radio station there as a consultant, KMBR, a few years ago. Good rock station. What's the best way to get rid of a guy I recently met, but I'm no longer interested in seeing? Boy, Megan, you have got a challenge on your hands if this guy really likes you. I would say put yourself in a position where you could leave a floater with a little stench. That'll get rid of most guys. I'm just saying. That's the cheese. And before I get into the extra cheese here, remember to get your emails and keep them coming with your observations, your thoughts, comments, questions, and I'll give you my 2 cents that makes no sense on the next podcast. Send them to ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. All right, let's do some extra cheese here. I got to be honest, man, I've had the week from hell. It started on Monday, and it's only Thursday, so it might get even worse. Monday, my iPhone crapped out on me. I love the iPhone 10, and I had it for 7 years. And it finally took a dump on me, so I took it into the Apple store. And you know, that's hell, because you got to walk in, and you got to wait amongst the other Apple people. So 3 hours later, I got all my data transferred, paid for the phone. Get to my car, and I had a dead battery. So a shout out to AAA for getting me out of that mess. But going back to the phone, I found out that the 16 does not pair to anything else that I have. None of my speakers, not my watch, not my car. So I guess I'm expected to go out and spend a boatload of money on a card just so I can sync up my phone, right? So now I feel like I've gone from 2024 back to 2005 all of a sudden. I'm going back to the future, man. And yesterday, I'm at the car wash, and it's one where you drop the car off, you go inside, and you watch the car as it's being washed through the car wash. And I've got my dog with me, and he's only a 7-pounder named Jagger, spelled D-J-A-G-E-R, the D silent. And I was small dog shamed. I walked in, and there was this big, burly, biker-looking guy, right? All scruffy, greasy. You know, I'm a tall, thin guy that's, when I'm out, I'm put together. I like to look nice. I like to wear presentable clothes. I'm not going to sit here and do a fit check for you or anything like that, but, you know, I'm sure he looked at me and said, guy's probably either gay or metrosexual because of my dog. And I could tell because he looked at me and gave me this look like, oh, Christ. So he walked away. And I made sure that my car got the right wax, got the wheels washed, because if you don't watch these guys, they say, he's not watching, Just let the car go through. We're not going to do those damn wheels. And so as I walked by him, I looked at him. He looked at me, and he had this look of fear in his eyes. And I said, how's it going? And he goes, it's all good. That's what he sounded like. It's all good. So I'm more baritone than he was, but he had this look of relief on his face. And I'm walking away, and now I'm thinking that this guy's seen more glory holes than, than a lot of other guys. The next Joker movie is out this weekend with Joaquin Phoenix, and Lady Gaga is in this one. I love Lady Gaga as an actress. I really do. She was in American Horror Story back in 2016, and she was awesome. And I think she's going to do a great role because this is being billed as a deranged love story, and that's my kind of rom-com. Now, I watched the first one last night just to re-familiarize myself with the movie and Arthur Fleck. God, does he play a good, dark characterization of the Joker, too. So I'm really looking forward to this. And I don't know about you, but when I watched the first Joker last night, I felt really depressed after watching it. I felt sorry for him. I don't know how this is going to turn out over the weekend, but I'll get back to you on the next Rat's Ass podcast on Tuesday and let you know what I thought about it. But I don't know if I'm overselling this or not. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie. And it's rare that I look forward to going to a movie these days. Last one I saw was Beetlejuice, but I saw it 3 times. All right, here's one last slice of cheese for you. If you're heading to Las Vegas, or maybe this will make you want to go to the Sin City, next March and April, Motley fucking Crue is going to do a residency at Park MGM. Now, keep in mind, John 5 has replaced Mick Mars as the lead guitarist, but he's up to the chore, man. He's good. Nikki Sixx is still with the band, and Nikki used to live close to me in the early 2Ks. Interesting dude. Vince Neil and Tommy Lee, who turned 62 today. Happy birthday to Tommy Lee. So the band is 3/4 intact. And from the stuff I've seen on some of their other concerts, sometimes you catch them on a good night, sometimes you don't. But overall, those tunes, man, those Motley Crue frickin' tunes kick ass. But who really gives a rat's ass, right? Be sure to email what you want me to rap about on the next episode of the Rat's Ass Podcast at ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. And before I split, Fleabag mentioned to me that we've had a lot of people asking about how they can access the show on Alexa. Well, it's all in the invocation. Alexa, play the Rat's Ass Podcast.
Getting Rat's Ass Podcast with Mojo Elliott from Amazon Music. Resuming Season 1, Episode 9, How to Increase Your Sex Drive.
Alexa, stop. So there you go. That's how you do it. If you want to get the latest episode, you just say, Alexa, play the Rat's Ass Podcast, latest episode.
I'm having trouble hearing. Can you say that again?
No, I won't say it again. I've said it enough. All right, thanks for listening. We'll do this again next Tuesday on Rocktober 7th. And that's the wrap.